Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Start fire!
And tonight, this time it's night. We filmed a little bit ago and it was still daytime, so yeah, now it's nighttime. We'll be reviewing the season premiere of The Flash.
It is back.
Oh,
Season
my gosh.
8, Episode 1, Armageddon Part 1 of a 5-part crossover.
Yes.
First of all, can I just say how good everybody looked?
The main cast, yeah.
Like, everybody looked awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Super good. Like, super attractive. Like Candace with the red in her hair and her short hair, she looks like a true businesswoman. With her outfits and her hair, like, it's awesome.
Yeah. I love that she's doing a podcast now on top of everything. Like, oh my gosh. Yes, girl.
And, you know, Caitlin with her look, she looked really good. Barry.
She's feeling up to start dating again.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's like, I think I finally, since Ronnie, I finally feel sick. But, girl, you dated twice since Ronnie.
But I think what she means is that she's finally, like, in the right frame of mind to where, like, it's going to be something that, like, lasts longer. Like, it's going to be something that's more fulfilling.
That she's finally ready for a serious relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what she meant.
Because the other two were rebounds.
Yeah, I think that's what she meant. At least it seems that way. But yeah, and like Grant looked great, and you know, Allegra and Ray and everybody. I mean, I don't know if it was like the quality of the TV or if it was like what it was, but like everybody just looked great.
They looked so amazing. I loved it. Yeah, I loved a lot of the episode.
Yeah.
Mainly towards the end.
I mean, Barry and Iris being interrupted by Ray. Yeah. I love Ray. But not then.
They were just talking about the kids. I full on thought that was going to be Nora.
They were going to freaking kiss and it could have led to more.
I know.
And then Ray has to interrupt them.
Yeah. They got kids on the brain. Let's make that happen. Of course,
I love how shy Barry got when she mentioned it. He's just like, okay, you know, like he just was kind of all like giddy about it. It was cute. Yeah. It was super cute.
It was. I'm of the opinion she's already pregnant, but you know, I mean,
I think after all of this stuff with Despero, like, is dealt with and the crossover's over, then they'll start like really focusing on it again. Mm-hmm. Like, it's still present in the crossover because
they said that what's his face slow-mo guy still has to come by and help her regulate.
Yeah, because like I read that, you know, it's still going to be talked about and still very much going to be a part of it, but like it probably will be more of the focus like after the crossover.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Like, babies! Yay!
I just love Barry and Iris so much.
Yes.
Even though it was just like a small moment, I just love anything we get with them, honestly.
Yes.
Like, I'm okay even if it's just like a wink at each other or a smile at each other from across the room. Or
any
like
act that Virus does together.
Or like holding hands or like a kiss on the forehead or just any small like little moments. Mm-hmm. I don't care what it is as long as it's like with them. I like it.
Right. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like,
even when they're fighting, like the angst. Like, I'm a sucker for angst, but with a happy ending.
Right.
Like, there can be a healthy amount of angst there, but it has to like be resolved and it has to like get better.
Yeah.
It can't just stay that way.
Yeah.
But I do like that because I feel like in those moments is when you get to see like the vulnerability and the rawness of it.
Mhm.
And so I like seeing that acted, and that's why I like that. Because it makes it more realistic that way.
Does.
But yeah. And we didn't get anything with Chester and Allegra.
We didn't. But Allegra had a lot on her plate.
She did.
And so did Chester.
She had to prove herself.
Yeah. And Chester was dealing with a lot of inner turmoil towards Ray.
Yeah.
It all worked out in the end. I thought Chester was being like a little whiny over it. Like,
yeah.
He
I think he was just so excited that having like his hopes be dashed with that just really like hurt him.
Yeah, but I don't know, like the way because I like the actor and I like how he's portrayed him so far.
Yeah.
But something about his portrayal of how he got hurt, it felt so childish.
Yeah.
Like I was watching a 10-year-old throw a freaking tantrum.
Yeah.
Like for the whole episode, like. I don't want to say that, but that's how I felt watching his character go through this.
Yeah.
Like, if you have, like, talk to him.
Yeah.
Be an adult. It's what you is.
I think for him, he's just not used to, like, a lot of, like, social interaction. And so it's hard for him to, like, confront that when, like, somebody disappoints him like that.
Right.
I'm not saying that, like, you know, he should have done what he did.
Right.
But I'm just saying that for people that, like, have a hard time with conflict, they sometimes react in a childish way.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes have a hard time really handling it and confronting that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, yeah, he could have handled it better, but maybe that was where he was at, and he just needed to kind of, like, process it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And when he saw Ray being interviewed by Iris and what he said, you know, and then telling him about, like, the nonprofit and all the stuff he was going to do, like, it really kind of, he realized that, you know, it's not that he doesn't care anymore. He just has different priorities.
Right.
And, you know, but it also helped Ray realize some stuff too.
Yeah, but, like, he could have reacted, okay, like, at the coffee shop, I get it. You know?
Yeah. Because he had planned that, and then, like, he like, changes the plans, and so that's something that would be very disappointing and hurtful, because you had all this put together, and all these kids were coming because they look up to you, and they want to get advice from you, and then you tell them that it's canceled, and they're not going to be able to do that.
Right, like, I understand that. But, like, the way he closed down his live stream and handed his phone to Barry so he could run away.
Yeah.
Like, I understand sulking at Star Labs, playing on the computer, doing your Team Flash stuff.
Yeah.
To get over your baby hurt feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, to turn around, be filming, and be so energetic with Barry, and then have the man of the hour walk up and go, I'm gonna end it here.
Yeah.
Here, Barry, take my phone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run away.
Yeah.
Why would I leave my phone? I can just bring it with me. What type of baby wimp?
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
It was so childish. I couldn't. And then he kept, like, the entire time that Ray was talking, he was like, you know my feelings.
Yeah.
My feelings, all about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chester really bothered me.
Yeah.
So
are we only gonna see Ray for this episode?
No, I think he might come back for like the ultimate beatdown of whatever the villain is.
Despero?
I don't think Despero's the villain though.
I think he is.
No. Because he's only there to stop the future from happening. If they figure out what turns Barry evil, I think that's the villain. That's Armageddon.
Okay.
I think
because it says the actor who plays Despero is in all 5 episodes.
Yeah, he's there as a monitor.
Okay.
Like he said, you have 7 days to prove me wrong. He'll be watching him.
Yeah.
Every move he makes, Despero will be there watching to make sure there's no evil intent. So yes, he's going to be in all 5 episodes. But that doesn't make him the villain. Like, he showed up with pure intentions. He's going, yes, evil, he's going to murder the Flash. Okay. But he's doing it to save trillions of lives.
Yeah. Because Barry's supposed to go evil.
Right. It's the whole, like, train versus the trolley. You know, like...
Is there a separate Armageddon comic?
I mean, Armageddon is... It is an arc.
Okay.
I don't know much about it, if anything.
But I mean, obviously he's not gonna stay evil.
Right. Like I was saying before we started talking, I think either he's possessed by some meta, or he's being brain fucked.
Yeah.
Like, Barry wouldn't do that, so maybe Grodd got control of him and they couldn't take him out. Like, maybe Grodd's coming back for this.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's an actual enemy named, and that they name Armageddon because because this enemy is going to create Armageddon through Barry, so they name it Armageddon.
Okay.
Maybe, so there's a villain named Armageddon or something.
Let's just hope that Jefferson isn't as annoying in the crossover. Did you ever finish Black Lightning?
I will, but no.
Well, they get rid of Tobias, which makes me happy. So.
Right, you told me. But, I mean, like, I think what annoys me most is how he treats his kids, and they're not gonna be in it, so...
Yeah.
You know,
I think that is a big thing, but I think that I also feel like, you know, how he reacts to things sometimes is also a little problematic.
It depends on the
situation. But I felt like a lot of the time there was unnecessary drama.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like, you know, it's okay to be angry about it and it's okay to be upset about it. But the way that he would, like, react, he was very impulsive. And, you know, Jen got that from him.
Yeah.
And, you know, there were times where he needed to kind of just be like sit back and think about it and process it before he, like, full on reacted. Like, I feel like a lot of the arguments that him and Lynn had were just completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, until she started doing what she was doing. But, like, I don't know. I like aspects of the show, but I just feel like there were certain things where it's like, really? You really have to do that? Like, you really have to react that way?
Right. Like, I'm hoping that he's better.
I think he's better on his own. In the
crossover, he wasn't annoying.
Yeah, I think he's better on his own. I think when he's just doing his thing, he's better.
Without his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to, like, diss on the show. It's just that I feel like the way that they were written sometimes was just really off-putting and out of character, and I just like, the only thing I really liked about that show, probably honestly, was Nyssa and Grace. Like, really. I mean, even Jen got on my nerves, especially when she was doing all the stuff she was after she full on became lightning.
Yeah.
Like, it was just.
She was so full.
Nyssa was the better daughter.
She was.
And I mean, there's being rebellious, and there's like doing something. Like, the way Nyssa was going about it was there was a cause that she was supporting, and she was going out there and, like, making a difference and, like, protesting or doing whatever she needed to do that.
Right.
And Jen was just going off and being like, oh, look, I've got all this firepower. I'm just going to do this with it. And I'm like, oh,
I'm going to create a Twitter account.
And it just freaking annoyed the crap out of me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The mom,
Lynn.
I liked her for the most part.
I
Until
liked
she
her
started
for the most part,
doping
too.
up.
Yeah, I liked her. I mean, I liked Jefferson once in a while when he wasn't being a jerk.
Yeah. So I hope that he's decent in the crossover.
But I think he will be because of everything that was resolved in the last season of Black Lightning.
Okay.
I think he'll be better. But if it had been earlier on, I don't think he would have been.
Right.
So, but because Black Lightning is over, I think that, and things are a little bit better for him and his family now that Tobias is dead.
For good this time.
Yeah, for good. He fell on a freaking, like, pole.
Yeah.
He was impaled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that it'll be better when he's on there. I'm thinking Alex will show up in the next episode because
they're calling her.
Because Caitlin's calling her.
I
don't know if it's just her or if if Kara's coming too.
I don't know. I would like for Kara to join in.
But I don't know if she is, because it didn't look like she was on the picture.
Right.
But we'll see Batwoman. And I think we're seeing
Arrow's daughter.
Arrow's daughter, yeah.
Yeah, Oliver's daughter. Mia.
Yeah. We're seeing Mia. We're seeing Jefferson, Batwoman, Alex, Ray.
Yeah. With Mia, they might bring in the Black Canaries. I'm sorry, not the Black Canaries, but the Canaries. Which would be, we would get, both Black Canaries would be back. The cop and, Laurel. I don't know what Diana Drake.
I don't remember.
Diana Drake. I think that was her name. Anyway.
Also, the actor who plays Despero was Vincent in the Doctor Who episode. I knew he looked familiar from something, and I'm like, what was he in?
Vincent and the Doctor.
Gosh, that episode.
Right?
It's such a good episode.
It is. It's so touching.
Dude,
I can't watch that ending without crying.
Same. It's just so beautiful. And,
like,
Van Gogh is, like, my favorite artist, too. And, like, one of my favorite artists. And so, like, it was just so beautiful and touching to me. And, yeah, it's so emotional at the end.
Yeah. So, I would love to see some great acting moments from this actor in this role. You know, like, if he's here to save trillions of people by killing the Flash, tell me what you lost.
Yeah.
What did you lose personally that made this the only option for you? Yeah. Why are you the one that came back in time to do it? What did you lose?
Right.
What's on the line for you? Because there has to be other heroes.
I think that they'll talk about that. I mean, this is only the first part.
Right. But, like, in the future, there has to be other heroes, right? From other planets that would do it.
Right.
You know? But why him? Why now?
Mm-hmm.
And, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm just, like, I want to see, because we know what he's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some of that. You know? I would think if they didn't use his ability, it'd be a waste of an opportunity.
Yeah.
It'd be a waste of a character. Why waste an actor like that on a character like this? You know, like, show me why you put an actor like that in this role.
Right.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, Allegra really needed, like, she did, and I'm glad that, you know, even because like Iris was saying, it's like, that's part of management. They're not gonna like you at first,
right?
But
sometimes they just won't like you ever.
If you get through to them, then you can get quality work. And like she said, this isn't just about the people that are the famous people and like the high end people. Like, this is about everybody.
Yeah, it's the citizen. Be a citizen.
Like, people that are most affected are the people that aren't wealthy and the people that aren't famous.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people that are just going about their days with like lower class lives, you know. They're affected most usually by the corruption or whatever issues are going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're the ones that need to be heard.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's important to allow those voices to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm glad that they're doing that.
Yeah.
So, I still don't fully trust the captain, the lady, that's a meta, the one.
Oh, yeah. I forgot her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, at first when Barry started asking her about her powers, and she's like, "Are you finding it hard to work under?" I was like, dude, you best watch when she's gonna, like, come down hard on you for, like, discriminatory, like,
yeah.
mm-mm.
It's like, why would he?
Right? But she doesn't know
that he's the Flash.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, also, I know
her name is Kramer.
Right. I know I bitched a lot about, Chester. But the thing I had the most problem with was the Royal Flush Gang.
Well, yeah.
Like, I think they were done fairly poorly. Their lines came across so flat, dull, and boring.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot begin to describe how much of a letdown it was. I felt like it felt so hollow watching them. Like, I had fun watching them on. I think it was Batman and Beyond, which is a futuristic show. And so,
I like how when you know he said that they'd seen the Royal Flush. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but like had seen the Royal Flush game before. He was in the coma, but he was like, "Oh, I was under the weather," because she doesn't know that he's the Flash, and that he was in a coma because he was affected by the explosion.
Right.
And yeah.
But I don't know, like.
So the one who played the Queen, she was in Sanctuary.
I wonder who she played, though.
She played...
Because, I don't know, like, I liked all the main characters that were in Sanctuary. But like...
She played Kate Freelander.
I don't remember who it is. She was on 37 episodes?
Yeah.
Fuck. Apparently very forgettable. But I don't. the second they came on screen, I was like, what? What's with the face paint?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I knew who they were right away.
Yeah.
Job well done with that. But it's fine. But they're wearing. I mean, I guess the jackets kind of speak. It kind of looked like casino jackets, you know. So I get that because they were robbing a casino.
Yeah.
In the end, they were robbing a casino, not necessarily.
Yeah.
The other bits.
Oh, she was in Hell House in Supernatural, in season 1.
Oh. She's probably the ghost.
She played Jill.
Oh. But I don't know, like, the second I saw them, I felt so hollow and let down. Like, I don't know why I expected more from the Royal Flush Gang, but I did. Like,
yeah.
I don't care that they're using their powers as meta-humans, and, like, that Jack's powers isn't coming from a magical floating card he's riding on, or a baton that shoots the lasers out of it. I don't care.
Yeah.
That he's a meta and it comes from his eyes, but the way they were portrayed for a season premiere. I'm sorry, what season are we on?
8.
Do I really have to say that?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like they didn't put much into it at all.
I understand that they were saving the effects for Despero's transformations. That's all well and good. And his stupid, weird, ugly-looking magical third eye. But
which was really creepy. I was like, what the hell?
Right.
Is he a seer now? Like, he looks like an ogre with a third eye on his head. Shrek.
Yeah.
He's an ogre.
My mind went to Cyclops.
Oh.
Like,
that too, yeah.
Because the third eye is in the center, so... And with his pink skin when he transformed, made him... Like, if he took the bottom eyes out, he looked like an ogre.
He was also in the Pillars of the Earth miniseries, too.
Oh.
The one who plays Despero.
Yeah. But... I don't know. Like, even though you don't have to... It's not like you use the same amount of effects that you do for fucking Gorilla Grodd. Okay?
Yeah.
You did not need to save that much energy from the Royal Plush Gang and put it into Despero. He didn't need that much.
Mm-hmm.
He's not King Shark, he's not Gorilla Grodd, he's not some, like, magical, mystical creature. Like, he's a dude that looks... All they had to do was... green screen him to look a little bit bigger, and then add some CGI effect around his body.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't account for what you took away from the Royal Flush Gang.
Mm-hmm. There's
no masks. That face paint looks like hot trash garbage. Like, I'm sorry, did they walk out of a trailer park? Like, and no offense if you live in a trailer park, I'm just saying, you know, the movie, like, laughable trailer park type thing, you know, the whole, like, the cultural idea of trailer parks, not the actual idea of what actually is.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there. I didn't want to offend anyone. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looked like they...
Yeah.
Like... What? And their lines. Like,
yeah.
Their lines are just...
It was very, like, mediocre.
It was worse than mediocre.
It was very anticlimactic.
And I understand that, yes, in the shows that I remember them from, the cartoons and whatever, their lines were very stupid. Similar to the same effect. But... the cartoon could pull them off. because it was a cartoon. So it could pull off being stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is live action, and this is real people. Come on! Like,
Yeah.
do we talk like they talk?
No.
Would you, if you had the ability to, if you put your place inside, if you put your mind inside the thing of 10 or Queen or Jack or King, whatever, like,
Yeah.
what would you? I mean, I understand talking in the form of like know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Right.
Sorry.
No, totally. Like every time they showed up and they said that, I kind of thought that.
Me too. I was like singing it in my head.
But like it there's a way to pull those lines off.
Yeah.
There's a way to write them that they wouldn't sound like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the writers did a very half-assed job, and fucking shame on you. This is your damn job. Do it right.
Yeah.
You've had 8 seasons to perfect the art of writing stupid lines so that they work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's worse than cheesy. And we had an entire season 1 of cheesiness.
We did.
And that was worse. That was worse than season 1 of Supergirl. Come on. You can't get worse than that.
Season 1 of Arrow gave us Laurel and Tommy.
Yes, but that wasn't stupid cheesy.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Season 1 of Arrow was good because it gave us Tommy and Laurel.
But I mean, season 1 of Supergirl was like his nightmare to be a Supergirl fan.
I don't know why they didn't put it on CW from the first season. In the first place.
Right.
But it's a superhero show.
Yes. And X-Men is Marvel, but they weren't like they weren't owned by Disney. So
Well, I know, but all the DC shows at that point were still on CW.
Yes, but the show rights weren't.
Oh, okay.
They bought the show rights because they wanted to try something.
Oh, okay.
And they just fucked it.
CBS, yeah.
Because they do cop dramas, not...
I mean, they do sitcoms, too.
You know what I mean.
But they're mostly known for their dramas, their action shows, and their cop shows, and procedurals and stuff.
Superheroes not in their wheelhouse.
No.
So... that writing was worse than Supergirl season 1, and we all know how bad that shit was.
I barely even remember season 1. Because that was like 6 years ago.
I know.
Actually, 7.
7 because last year nothing came out.
Yeah, so, because it started in 2014,
Mm-hmm.
right? No, 2015. It started in 2015.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so that's my take on this episode.
Mm-hmm.
You?
I mean, there were good parts about it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the good parts.
Yeah. Mainly for me, it was just how good they all looked.
Right, oh my gosh.
Yeah, like, I hope we see more Chester and Allegra going forward, because I don't want them to just forget about that.
I don't think they would. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's, like, bigger threats going on at the moment.
Right.
But still, it would be nice to have something.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see Joe this episode.
No. It talked about Cecile having lost someone.
Yeah.
And I am confused.
Yeah, I don't remember who that was. If she did.
There wasn't anyone in the show.
Unless it was off screen.
Well, if it was off screen, we didn't see the baby, we haven't seen our daughter in a long time, and we haven't seen Joe. but they wouldn't kill any of those three off screen.
Yeah.
Like, even though we've only seen her daughter once, they wouldn't kill her off screen. She's too big of a character to Cecile.
Yeah.
And Cecile is such a, I mean, she's not a main character, but she's a main side character. We see her a lot. She means a lot to the main.
Or it could have just been what happened to her last season.
Like the whole like mom and like that she never got over her mom and she pented out into the mental house.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think that's what they were referring to, but I could be wrong.
That's what I thought initially, but then I was like, but she lost her mom years ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
I forgot that she went to the mental institute for it.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there really isn't that much to say about it.
Mm-mm. I think Kramer's feeling a little lost.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to find her place.
She does.
I think she's also soul searching because she just found out she's Meta, you know.
And I'm excited to see what love interest they're gonna bring on for Caitlyn.
Yes.
You know. Yeah. I think this episode was more about introducing some of the people because to me this almost felt like a really different show in a way because they were all leveling up. They were all like,
well, they all used that.
I know, and they were like all top of their game and then leveled up and had like a glow up. That's why they look so damn good. And I'm just like,
none of them play video games. Well, I'm sure Chester does. He plays D&D.
I'm just
with tabletop, but still.
I'm just like, I mean, it didn't feel, it wasn't bad. It just felt, it had a different vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like, it just felt different.
Mm-hmm. Every time they said, oh, well, that's because they leveled up. I'm like, why? Yes, I'm playing a lot more video games now than I was last time.
Well, can't you use that term for something other than video games, though?
No. Your level, the only
they could have said they had a glow up, but a glow up is more for like maturity
and like
and looks.
Yeah.
Leveling up just means like they're top of their game. They've gotten better at what they do. They're like,
it's just like,
I did get annoyed with it being said constantly. Yes, but I understand why they were using it.
I understand why they were using it, but there's another way they could have said it that would make more sense in the context. There was nothing about video games. Yes, there was a bunch about tech, but no one ever says level up in your tech. It's upgrade.
Yeah.
Like, I think
having an upgrade would have been better.
Right, especially because it was so tech-centric in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, level up is strictly it is strictly for games.
And I liked the fact that they were having a convention, too. I thought that was cool, because we haven't seen that done before.
Right.
And, like, Iris is, full-on administrative at the job. She has a podcast, like, everything. And it's, it's like a couple months have gone by, and, everybody's just kind of upgraded,
Yeah. They've updated themselves. They've upgraded their equipment.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't see the gold boots on Barry in this episode, but I'm sure we'll see them this season.
Yeah.
They probably already filmed those when they announced they were doing that. Or maybe we'll see them in the last part or something.
Right.
Well, yeah.
I guess.
Until next time, keep believing in the impossible.